it was just about 4 or 5 apartments where Nigerians were living, and we were living in groups. Like my own personal experience, I came to a group where we were 21 in 1-bedroom apartment, which was very horrible at that time because back at home I never shared any room with anybody. I came down in Rome. From Rome I came to Verona. They came to pick me at the train station, so we got home. When it was 9, they discovered that there was a lot of foam on the floor, that we should just lie down. Ooh, is that hard? Because I thought I'm going to immediately start living in a very luxury and fine apartment. To my greatest surprise, I discovered that I was even living in a group where I've never ever been. So it was very shocking and surprising.
Promised land is not America, it's not Asia.
There was a type of trading they were doing then that they called surety. So it was not an individual thing, it was a group thing. So you join the bus, we'll be about up to 14, 15 in the bus with bags. So they will drop us in different zones, and at the end we start doing the street. Surety is just actually like street trading, which they introduced before I came in. At that time there were people that we came to meet then that came earlier before we came in. These people, all they just do, you hold a piece of paper there, written good morning, that is buongiorno, I'm from Nigeria, I'm selling things. So that was the only source of income. You will sell and give 60% to the owner of the bus and the owner of the goods, while you take 40% of what you are able to make at the end of the day. It was very, very hectic. Even there was a lot of people, they just go and they come back without nothing. I personally, I was not able to do it because it was so disappointing. But when I discovered it was the only means whereby you can survive here, I decided to be serious about it. And as God will have it, I started making something at the end of the day.
So we not shall get to the promised land. We'll get to
There was a time when I came in, I told myself, because I spent all my life savings then in coming to Italy. So going back was like a setback. So all I was always telling myself is, if I'm able to make the money that I spend in coming, I will want to go back, because I was not doing badly back at home. I think the first 6 months probably I was having a very terrible difficulty, because I was not able to cope with the system properly, because that street trading was it was not actually part of me. And the standard of living, I've always been the type that wants to live well. I believe in living well. So I discovered that it was not an easy thing. But as time goes on, I engage myself, I become focused, I engage myself in hard work until I started working in the factory. If I must tell you, when I started working, I reside in Verona, I was working in Modena initially. So waking up as early as 6, I take morning train, about 2 hours in train to get to my place of work, just to do 8 hours. I will close 5:30, I'll be home 8 o'clock. So I didn't see it as I was actually determined until I got married. When my wife now came in, I discovered that I can no longer continue like that, leaving home 6, coming back 8 in the evening. It was no longer, so I decided to resign and look for a job in the city where I am. If I go to Nigeria when I'm touching the, I'm very happy to identify with my people. Because normally I don't stay more than 1 month, because as somebody that is working is only during holidays, I'm allowed or being opportune to visit back home. So when I go home, I'm happy in the first 1 or 2 weeks. After then, I'm fed up, because if you see the system, I'm no longer used to it. Because after more than 20 years here, I discovered that there are ways things functions. going back home, I discovered that things are not supposed to be the way they are. But people down here, they see it as normal. Me that is visiting, I see it as abnormal. So invariably, there are areas they go to, I cannot go to. Because there's always eyes on you. You talk about the security system, it's not there. The health system is not there. You don't even have the basic necessity. So no matter the money you take in, you discover that it's not always enough. So based on that, I don't really feel at home because I don't feel as if I don't reason the way they reason. I feel I'm no longer part of them. For now, no. I don't know, probably when I'm old, very, very old, I might decide to go and stay in Nigeria. But for now, I think I cannot even stay in Nigeria. I cannot. I personally, there are people that have the ambition of going back home. But for me, I believe I cannot. Because you cannot imagine living an organized society, sorry to say, and going to a place where things are done in the other way around. There is a saying in Benin. It says, "Ikenon magili or igyobe," meaning anywhere that suits a man is his domain. You know, that is what we believe in Benin. So since I've been able to cope with the situation here, I believe here is now my domain.
Promised land, it's not America, it's not Africa. Promised land is a state.